Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. So I know that Beauty and the Beat was created for videos for Cody and I to do together, and we will still definitely be doing some of those videos together. But I wanted to take this opportunity to also use this channel for videos that I've wanted to do. This is something that I have wanted to start for a long time, something I've wanted to do for a long time. I just didn't either have the right motivation at the time, or I had, reached out to a few other bloggers, YouTubers for inspiration, motivation, I guess a positive feedback, and didn't really receive that. So it kind of turned me off to it for a little bit. But now it's a new year. I feel like I have a new mindset about it. And especially with what's going on right now, it's like, why not? So I'm very excited to start this. I want to do videos talking about my new fitness journey and keto. I've been on keto for the past couple years. I feel amazing. So I want to talk a little bit about that, health, beauty, anything like that. And like I said, we will also be doing videos, Cody and I, together too. But I just figured we already have this channel. I might as well just use this platform to make the videos that I've wanted to make. So today I wanted to start talking about how to start your fitness journey. Like I said, I have been doing this now for over 6 months. Very strictly. It's all been very new to me. I feel like I've always been somewhat active or athletic, and I've always fallen out of it. I will get on like a strict diet or workout plan or whatever, but I've never fully researched what I was doing. I've never fully researched training. I would go to the gym but have no idea what I was doing. And this is the first time that I found something, weightlifting, which I just really love. Like, I really enjoy going to the gym now, and I really enjoy lifting weights. I really enjoy working different muscles and learning about those muscles. And it's honestly the first time that I've seen a huge change in my body, in the way I feel physically, mentally. So I'm just really loving this new fitness journey that I'm on. Like I said, I eat a keto / low carb diet. It's just what works for my body. It's what makes me feel good. It's something that I can really stick to. Even if I do give myself, like a cheat treat every once in a while, for the most part, it's something that I am really able to stick to and really makes me feel good. So I would love to do videos about sticking to that keto lifestyle or that low carb lifestyle, different recipes, grocery hauls, things like that in the future as well. But today I want to talk about some advice or just ways to start your new fitness journey. And the first thing, which I think is very important, is to have your motivation. And what I mean by that is not a vacation coming up or your wedding or, something that you want to lose weight for. I just feel like when you have that sort of mentality and that sort of motivation, once that thing is done, you're not going to have the motivation anymore, and you're just not going to do it anymore. Not always, not with everybody, but for a lot of people. I mean, I had the motivation of my wedding, and I was going to bar 5 times a week. I was losing weight. It was working for me, but then right after our wedding, it just slowly declined for me. So I really think your motivation should be that you just want to be healthy. That ultimately became my main motivation, was just, I want to be healthy. I want to be strong. I did want to lose weight, but that wasn't my main goal. It just was wanting to be healthy. A huge step in starting is just wanting to have motivation to be a healthier person, just being a better version of you, essentially. I struggle with my mental health, and there were times where I just didn't care and I just wasn't ready and I just didn't want to start it. It really does have to start with you wanting that for yourself. So I think that's number one, is just having that motivation of wanting to change, wanting, to be a better version of yourself, a healthier version of yourself. I think that's the most important start. I think one way to start with that motivation is to make a list of small achievable goals for yourself. I think if you start by setting really big goals, you're going to get really upset at yourself if you don't achieve them. And your goal could be, you want to learn how to do a different exercise, or you want to start drinking a certain amount of water each day, or drinking more water each day, or your first goal is 5 pounds, and then ultimately you want to lose 25 pounds, but just giving yourself those smaller goals along the way, I think will really help you to not get discouraged and just give up. Especially if you struggle with mental health. I struggle with my mental health, and there are some days where, I just don't feel like working out, or I feel discouraged because my weight fluctuated 2 pounds or something. I think it's easy to get off track if you're struggling with something like that. So if you refer back to your smaller goals and then you see the ones that you have achieved, it helps keep your motivation, and it helps keep you going, and it helps encourage you to keep on your journey. So with my diet or way of eating, something that I did that really helped me, starting with that and sticking to that, is I downloaded MyFitnessPal, downloaded the app to my phone, and I started just entering everything that I was eating throughout the day. You can adjust the macros in there. So if you're doing keto, low carb, or anything else, you can adjust those macros. And it just really helped me to stick to the diet, and really helped keep me on track. And I don't do it so much anymore, just because I know what I eat in a day, and I know what makes me feel good and what is not going to make me feel good. But definitely starting, it helped really keep me on track. So I would suggest downloading MyFitnessPal. And when you're going grocery shopping, I would suggest making a strict list, staying to that list, not buying anything off of that list. That helps with your budget. That helps with sticking to your meal plan or your way of eating. So I would definitely suggest writing down a list of everything that you need and not going off that list. I think another big thing to remember when you are starting your fitness journey is to give yourself grace and praise along the way. I got back from my vacation in January and I had gained 8 pounds, and I was like, oh my gosh, what am I gonna do? I just erased all this work. So I think you have to remember to give yourself grace. There are going to be moments in your life where you're on vacation, or you just feel like having dessert or a pizza or whatever. Those are not bad foods. They make me feel bad, like physically they make me feel bad, but they're not bad foods, and you shouldn't beat yourself up if you have something like that. You have to give yourself grace, and also give yourself praise for all the work that you have been doing. And one night of snacking or eating something like that is not going to erase all that work. Just remember to praise yourself along the way for the goals that you are achieving, for the work that you're doing, and give yourself grace if you do snack or fall out of your routine for a day. One big thing that I think is so important not to do, and kind of goes back to the motivation thing, is to not compare yourself to other people on Instagram. I have in the past saved so many photos of different, fit women that I, in my mind, thought, oh, this is my goal. This is what I want to look like. And I just think that can be so unhealthy and unrealistic. You could have, like myself, a completely different body type than someone else that you're, idolizing or wanting to look like on Instagram. I just think it's kind of dangerous territory. Again, I think you should just have the motivation of just wanting to be healthy for yourself, not necessarily wanting to look like a specific body type or person. And lastly, this is maybe not the best piece of advice, but I think it does ring kind of true, is that you just have to go for it. You just have to start. That's the hardest part, is starting, and start out small. Start with short 30-minute at-home workout. Start by drinking more water. These little things, back to those little goals that you can start with, that are going to make you start to feel better, and your motivation will grow. The hardest part really is starting. And like I said, I deal with anxiety and depression, and it has kept me a lot of times from just starting, and it's held me back. And I just remember one day thinking, I don't want to feel this way anymore. I want to do something to change. And I just started. And that's really the best advice I can try and give somebody, is to just start, because that's the hardest part. Once you get into a routine, it just becomes part of your life. And I've grown to really love exercising and finding ways to stay healthy. I think the Facebook groups can be a great motivation too. If you join a fitness group for women on Facebook, and you can kind of communicate with people, you can talk about the struggles that you're having with motivation. People can lift you up. So I think things like that too, when you're just getting started, and even throughout, the rest of your fitness journey, or forever, whatever, that could really help you to stay motivated too, is having accountability partners, people that that are in the same boat as you, or are struggling, or, someone who's actually pretty advanced when it comes to exercising and health and nutrition and everything, and they can give you advice. Don't be afraid to reach out to people. Okay guys, thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it. This is fun. This is kind of scary. This is new. So bear with me as I'm starting out and trying to figure all of this out. I hope that some of these pieces of advice help you. If you have any questions, you can leave comments below. I would love to help anybody out. And this is still somewhat new for me too. I'm just learning. We are in this together, and I am excited to post more videos. If you have anything that you would like to see from me, leave a comment. Don't forget to subscribe and turn on the notifications so you can see when I post more videos, and I will see you next time.